The islands of Japan have a long history dating back thousands of years. Archaeological evidence reveals the presence of early inhabitants as far back as the Paleolithic period. These early people were hunter-gatherers, living off the land and sea. They left behind distinctive pottery known as jomon, which gives this era its name. The Jomon period lasted for millennia, a testament to the successful adaptation of these early Japanese people. Around 300 BCE, a new culture emerged, known as the Yayoi. The Yayoi people introduced rice cultivation and bronze and ironworking to Japan, marking a significant shift in Japanese society. They lived in larger settlements and developed more complex social structures. The Yayoi period saw the gradual formation of small states throughout Japan. These states were often in conflict, vying for power and resources. However, this period also witnessed the beginning of Japan's unique cultural identity, laying the groundwork for the emergence of a unified nation. By the 3rd century CE, a powerful clan emerged in the Yamato region of Japan. The Yamato clan gradually consolidated their power, eventually claiming control over much of the Japanese archipelago. This marked the beginning of the Kofun period, named after the large keyhole-shaped burial mounds constructed for the Yamato rulers. The Yamato court actively sought knowledge and influence from China, adopting Chinese writing, Buddhism, and Confucianism. These cultural imports had a profound impact on Japanese society, shaping its art, architecture, literature, and government. The adoption of Chinese practices led to a flourishing of culture and learning. The Japanese developed their own writing system, incorporating Chinese characters with native phonetic elements. Buddhist temples and monasteries became centers of scholarship and artistic expression, leaving an indelible mark on the Japanese landscape. However, the Yamato court eventually weakened, leading to a period of political instability. Powerful aristocratic families vied for control, with the Fujiwara clan eventually emerging as the dominant force in Japanese politics. As the power of the central government waned, a new class of warriors rose to prominence. The samurai. These skilled swordsmen served local lords, providing protection in exchange for land and loyalty. The samurai lived by a strict code of honor known as Bushido, which emphasized loyalty, courage, and martial prowess. In the late 12th century, Minamoto Yoritomo, a powerful samurai leader, defeated his rivals and established the first shogunate in Kamakura. The shogun, a military dictator, effectively ruled Japan, while the emperor remained as a figurehead. This marked the beginning of Japan's feudal period, which would last for centuries. The shogunate system led to a period of relative stability, although power struggles between rival samurai clans were common. Japan also faced external threats during this time, most notably the Mongol invasions of the 13th century. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the Japanese samurai, aided by storms that the Japanese called kamikaze or divine wind, successfully repelled the Mongol invaders. The feudal period saw the rise of powerful daimyo or feudal lords, each commanding their own armies of samurai. These daimyo often engaged in warfare, vying for territory and influence. The constant state of conflict led to the development of sophisticated military strategies and weaponry, further solidifying the samurai's role in Japanese society. By the 16th century, Japan had entered a period of significant change. The arrival of Portuguese traders in 1543 introduced Western technology, including firearms, which would transform Japanese warfare. Christian missionaries also arrived, seeking to convert the Japanese populace. Concerned about the growing influence of foreigners and the spread of Christianity, the Tokugawa shogunate implemented a policy of sakoku, or closed country, in the 17th century. Foreign contact was strictly limited, and Japanese citizens were forbidden from traveling abroad. This period of isolation lasted for over 2 centuries, shaping Japan's cultural and social development. However, Japan's isolation came to an end in 1853 when Commodore Matthew Perry of the United States Navy sailed into Edo Bay, now Tokyo Bay, demanding that Japan open its ports to trade. Faced with the superior military might of the West, the Tokugawa shogunate reluctantly agreed, marking the beginning of Japan's modern era.